For my community project, I interviewed Miss Humphreys and I did my lesson over the properties of operation. So the problem for teaching this year for Miss Humphreys is, of course, the pandemic, and with that, being able to teach the students equally, giving them the same content and the full experience, and just not being able to answer this students' questions right then and there when they need it. So Miss Humphreys teaches fifth grade math. The curriculum alignment is the Common Core state standards that this lesson will follow is the AR Math Content 5 NBT B6 states that we can find whole number quotients of whole numbers with up to 4-digit dividends and 2-digit divisors from Arkansas Math Standards. The lesson plan will follow the NETS as standards of the computational thinker. The students will find strategies and use them to solve the problems. The technology tools I chose to share with Ms. Humphreys is Google Classroom, Khan Academy, and Remind. For Google Classroom, the teacher can hand out assignments, quizzes, and upload videos of her self-teaching so that the students in the classroom and the students at home are getting the full lesson of what Ms. Humphreys has taught. And she can just upload videos that is either assignment or just a helpful tool. And she can make multiple classrooms for each of her classes if she has different ones, and then she can have group discussions on there, and there's a calendar that will say all the assignments that are due that day or that week. So this is a Google Classroom or calendar, and then these are the classes that the students can have. So for Khan Academy, it's a great tool because it allows the teachers to assess the students. These students can be given a certain amount of time to do Khan Academy lessons, or they can just be given assignments, and the teacher can see how well they did on it and then see the time it took them to do the questions given out. And Khan Academy has tools such as videos and tips to help the students out if they need it. And then here are problems off of Khan Academy that you would see if you're working them. And then Remind is great because it is such a great communication tool. If you hand out assignments, you can notify the students and the parents about what is happening that week or that day. And if the students are having a hard time figuring out something, or they're just having trouble with it being posted or whatever, they can ask the teacher. The teacher can send out a text to everyone at the same time, but then the student or parent can text back and it will only go to the teacher. So this is what the teacher and parents would see if they're signing up for Remind. And then my technology-rich lesson steps for properties of operation is that I would have a Quizlet, and we would go over it, and we would go over all the operations and all the properties, and then we would go over how to solve them, and we go over some examples, and then I would let them work on study games that come with the Quizlet. And then here's the Quizlet that I use, and here's the link to it. And then the second, I would let the students get into groups, and they would each have their own property to work on, and they would make a poster of problems with that property, and then they would have to get in front of the class and solve the properties or the problems of the properties. And then I would let the students get on creations just to have time to practice and do exercises, so that way I can help them. And this would be at the end of class. And that is education and the link. And then I would assign homework. I would assign 30 minutes of Khan Academy and give them a few questions, and then I can assess them and see if they are right or understanding the lesson or not. And that's what you'd see for Khan Academy, and then the link. And then to assess the students, I would walk around during the group project when they're doing the posters and see if everyone is helping and if they all know what they're doing. And then I would just be able to see if they could work out their problems while they're presenting to everyone. And then I'll give the students Khan Academy, and I'll be able to look and see if they are doing the problems correctly and if they're getting them right and how much time it's taking them. And then I'm going to give them a quiz over each property. Each property will have its own worksheet, and they'll have to complete the worksheets and then give them back to me, and I'll see if they know the lesson or not.